Hey, have you ever heard about 3D printed organs and HIV research? I bet no. But here it is. Life is full of quiet battles we never see. A child waiting for a kidney. A mother living with HIV who fears the next blood test. A researcher staring at a microscope late at night, hoping the cells finally respond. These moments shape science more than any headline ever will. And right now, two fields are changing faster than most people realize. 3D printed organs and HIV research. They sound like different worlds, but they share a simple idea. Both try to give the body something it cannot do on its own. Both push the limits of what living tissue can be. And both raise a question that feels almost impossible. How far can we really go? Researchers can now print living tissue one layer at a time. They can build tiny kidneys the size of a coin. They can shape heart valves from gels and human cells. It feels unreal, but it is real science happening in labs today. At the same time, HIV research has reached a point many doctors once thought they would never see. We can map the virus down to single letters in its genetic code. We can track how it hides, how it changes, how it escapes. Some scientists are even trying to print immune system tissues that help them study HIV without using human volunteers. This is where the two fields meet. But big questions sit under all of this. What does it actually mean to print a human organ? Why is HIV so hard to cure even after 40 years of research? Can 3D printed tissues really help us understand the virus in ways we never could before? And how close are we to a world where a lab-made organ saves a life or stops a virus? What the heck is 3D printing organs? 3D printing organs may sound like science fiction, but it's based on a simple concept. A printer uses a gel called bioink, which contains real human cells, stacking them in layers according to computer plans. Over time, these cells grow into tissue, aiming to create organs like kidneys, livers, or heart parts. Cells naturally organize themselves. For example, liver cells and blood vessel cells communicate through chemical signals to form networks similar to those in the body. Researchers at institutions like the Wake Forest Institute for Regenerative Medicine and the University of Minnesota are exploring various gels and printing methods tailored to each organ's specific needs. Currently, most printed organs are small and primarily used for research. For instance, printed liver patches can help study drug breakdown, while printed kidneys can illustrate toxin movement. This research is particularly relevant for HIV studies. HIV targets CD4 T cells in the immune system, hiding within their DNA and making them difficult to eradicate. Although treatments can keep the virus suppressed, some infected cells remain dormant, posing a challenge for a cure. To better understand this hiding phase, researchers are using 3D printed immune system models. Institutions like MIT and Harvard are creating human cell-based models that mimic real tissue responses to HIV, allowing for controlled experiments without risking human lives. Some scientists aim to print larger immune structures, while others are testing CRISPR technology on these tissues to potentially eliminate HIV's hidden genetic components. Although a cure isn't imminent, these advancements enable researchers to conduct experiments that were previously time-consuming. In summary, 3D printed organs might eventually aid transplant patients, and printed immune tissues could bring us closer to effective HIV